Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Here's every day's video. It's Friday. On Fridays, apparently, I oftentimes drink Fidens, so hashtag Fidens Friday. I don't know if I've had a brown ale from them before, but this is a brown ale. It's called Magnetic Declination. It's 4.7% ABV. Again, it's a brown ale. Anyway, I don't know if I pronounced that word correctly. Declination? I think it'd be Declination. Anyway, proper glassware. So, you know it's going to taste better. You know what you gotta like about the brown ale, besides, it's a nice style, is when it comes to beer reviewing, you get to just look at it and say that beer is brown. And then you're done with the description. No, it is brown, but there's some red in there. You got about a little over a finger, not quite a finger and a quarter head. Light khaki. No, it's actually no. There's a little bit more brown in there. Let's just say khaki, dark khaki head. Actually, now that I'm really looking at it, relatively compact bubbles. Short version though, yeah, it looks like a brown ale for sure. Let's get into the aroma. It has that nice. For me, it's a little nutty, and it goes. And I've said this in many reviews. It's woody, but not barrel-aged woody. It more reminds me of it rained and I go outside and the mulch beds at our house are saturated. And it's kind of like that woodiness. So it's more of this earthy, outdoorsy wood quality. A little bit of sweetness there for sure. Some nice caramel notes. Hint of chocolate. Roasty. Man, that smells fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it definitely, especially because it has that little bit of nuttiness, it definitely smells how I think a brown ale should smell. So yeah, it smells really good. Let's get into the glass. Cheers. Yeah, I'll say it tastes like I think a brown ale should as well. It has that sweetness, but there's a little bit of a, almost like a brightness. It's not acidity. It's not quite the hop, bitterness too much. I mean, there's a little bit of bitterness that helps bring some balance to this. There's a little bit of a pop that is bringing balance to that sweetness, and then helps it from being overly sweet, but it's certainly nowhere near overly sweet. Some brown bread notes, some of those soft caramel notes. And it's interesting doing these reviews because sometimes I say caramel and it's not how I mean caramel, how I might get it in a big bourbon barrel aged stout. It's a different version of that, but caramel is the closest descriptor. So this is a softer caramel, just to be more specific. But yeah, definitely a brown bread thing. Savory is not the right word, but there's a quality and aspect of it. Not quite molassesy, but somewhere in that realm. Sorry, bug. It was your time to go. Just a little fruit fly or something. I have to do another sip at this point. It just took me out of the experience, and I got to go back. Sorry to the bug, and sorry to you guys. That sip did have a little more bitterness. Like how I was saying about I just killed a bug with that fly, keep it away from that finger, keep it away from my mouth. That sip had more of the bitterness than I made it sound that first sip in what I was describing. So I'm going to take that back a little bit. But this liquid brown bread, for sure, almost hitting rye notes. Has that caramel, has that sweetness, but not overly sweet. And again, there's this other thing. It's not umami, it's not savory. I can't think of the word, but this aspect, it's not quite molasses. These are things that are orbiting it, but it's not, it's I'm really struggling with this, and it not what I like to do on camera, obviously. There's this element that I can't think of the word for what it is, but it kind of hits halfway, 3/4 of the way through, and it's exactly what the brown ale should have, and I just can't think of the word. But again, those words orbit it. A little nuttiness in the sip too, the aroma. But yeah, really nice brown ale. It's a style I like. I don't drink them a lot. There was another one I had recently. I think I said the exact same thing. It was an early style for me. I think because Nut Brown, back when I got into craft beer, was there weren't a lot of breweries at the time, and I think it was close to me, so I could get Flower Power and stuff. And their Nut Brown Ale was always a really nice beer to have. So yeah, this is a great beer. Fidens does make other styles than hazy IPAs, so like they do a lot of styles really nicely. And I'm not surprised this brown ale is one of them. So yeah, if you guys had this beer before, different brown ale, drinking something else from Fidens you want to tell me about, drinking something completely unrelated while you're watching this, or you had one recently, or whatever, let's get that comment section going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, keep that finger away from your mouth. Cheers.